How to give your child a home advantage in learning. I'm so glad to have you here. I'm particularly happy that you are watching this video presentation. My aim is to empower you so that you can also empower your child. I want to touch 10,000 homes. We want to raise an average of 15,000 grade A students. And I'm so glad that your children are going to be part of this. What I am about to show you is not some set of theories that do not have practical implications. This is what I have taught many homes that has changed their stories forever. If you will apply what I'm about to show you, I tell you, you'll be able to give your child an edge in his or her learning. I was in Port Harcourt in 2017, and a family heard on radio that I was in Port Harcourt. A mother drove her children all the way from Eket in Akwa Ibom to attend my program. Eket to Port Harcourt is about 3 hours drive. They came to Port Harcourt and only listened to me for like 5 hours before returning to their base in Eket. 2 years later, the mother wrote to me. Let me read a letter to you. She said, "My son are asking what you have for them this holiday. We are blessed in Eket. Ever since their encounter in 2017, every holiday is Mr. Biodun's camp. They have really improved in all their subjects, but mathematics is striking. The senior prince had heard best in mathematics ever since. He graduated as the best mathematics student in 2017-2018 JS3 Faith Academy Eket. And this is the picture of the boy receiving the prize on the prize given day. Mrs. Titi's son passed his common entrance exam after meeting us. And the mother wrote, "Good day, sir. I would like to thank you so much for your help all through this exam period. I bought the materials and my son has greatly improved. He passed well in the common entrance exam and has gained admission today to a good secondary school. Now he says math is easy. God bless you, sir. I really appreciate Mrs. Titilayo." Why am I sharing all of this with you? Well, I am not sharing all of this with you to brag about my achievements. I am only sharing this because I want you to know that other parents have been getting results through us. If you will follow what I'm about to show you, it is certain you also will soon be able to bring out the latent geniuses in your child. But first, let me clear some myths some of us have about human brain and about learning. Some parents believe that some children are born brilliant, while some are not. They believe one child has a better brain than the other. Well, this has been a point of controversy in many arenas, and I'm going to clear it now. Some people say that geniuses are born, while some believe geniuses are made. Well, the simple truth is that some children are born genius, but this kind of children are very few in our world. As a matter of fact, they are rare to come by. Majority of the celebrated geniuses were groomed to become one. Let me give you examples. Jacob Barnett. Jacob Barnett is perhaps the most brilliant child on the planet now. He was never born a genius. Between ages 1 and 7, he was regarded as mentally retarded. The doctors predicted that he would never be able to read or write. They said he would never be able to speak. As a matter of fact, he was put in the school for handicapped children. But when Jacob Barnett discovered how to activate his own brain, within 2 years, his level of intelligence rose higher than that of Albert Einstein. Let me give you another example, Samantha Imafidon. Samantha Imafidon, the young star who wrote, passed, and even set a world record when she passed Cambridge University exams when she was just 9 years of age, an exam that is usually written by 16-year-old children. Samantha was not born a genius. She struggled with many topics in maths and other subjects before she mastered them. Let me give you one more example. Ben Carson. Ben Carson is one of the best neurosurgeons our world has ever seen. But Ben Carson was not born a genius. As a matter of fact, for many years of his life, he was a notorious dullard. Everyone called him a dullard. But when Ben Carson stumbled on the secret of brain activation, within 1 year, he became a force to reckon with. I don't know how worse you think your child's case is. I'm going to give you the secret to activate his brain and reverse every negative situation. But for all of these success stories, there is something that stood out in all the cases. Every one of them has someone who groomed him or her. Every one of them has someone who groomed him or her. See, behind every successful child, there is a mother, a father, or a teacher. No child succeeds on his or her own without the help of someone. For Samantha Imafidon, it was a professor father. For Ben Carson, it was his illiterate mother that was there for him. For Jacob Barnett, it was his mother that stood solidly behind him. Are you ready to be the hero or the heroine behind your child's success? It does not matter how bad the situation is. I will give you strategies that will reverse the situation. But to be able to give your child a home advantage in learning, to be able to raise a grade A student, you need one thing. And what is that thing? You need knowledge. You need knowledge. The knowledge of 10 years ago cannot raise today's children. The strategies you used when you were in school cannot raise today's children. The good news is that with the advent of technology, scanning machines, and researches, we have come to know a lot of things about human brain and how it learns. So, if you want to give your child an edge in learning, you need to know how the human brain learns. See, no child is a dullard. Quote me anywhere. Every child is created with a super brain. No computer invented or that can ever be invented can be compared with the human brain. The processing speed of an average brain is equivalent of processing speed of 74,000 computers that are connected together. The storage capacity of the human brain is equivalent of 150 terabytes. I want you to understand this. 1 terabyte is equivalent of 1,000 gigabytes. An average computer people carry about that store millions of information only has 8 gigabytes storage capacity. So, the storage capacity of an average brain is equivalent of storage capacity of 150,000 computers. And you know what? Every child has this brain capacity. I mean, including your child. So, you may be asking in your mind right now that if the human brain can process information at such a high speed, why is my child having problem processing simple mathematics? If the human brain has such enormous storage capacity, why does my child forget so easily? I will tell you. It's because they have not activated their brain potentials. You may have a good computer with enormous storage capacity, but if you don't install the right operating system on the computer will not be functioning at its optimal capacity. The brain is there. We only need to install the right operating system in our children. The big question is, who should do this? Well, it's not the doctors. It's not the nurses. It is the parents. It is the responsibility of the parents to install the right operating system in their children. It's also the responsibility of the school teachers to do it. But majorly, it is the responsibility of the parents. So, how can we do it? Let me share a story with you that will give you an idea of how you can activate your child's brain potentials. When my son was in SS1, out of 18 students in his class, my son took 18th position. It was a devastating moment for the whole family. But I made up my mind to help my son. What did I do? I went after knowledge. That was the first thing that I did. After I got the knowledge on how I can help him, I formatted his brain and loaded a new program in his brain to run with. I didn't stop there. I taught him the right learning strategy that I learned when I went after knowledge. That was all. Within one term, yes, one term, my son bounced back. He moved from 18th position to 3rd position. And the next time, he started to top his class. And I believe every parent can do this if we know how to do it. Very simple 4 steps. And let me go over the 4 steps for you. Number 1, going after knowledge. I got books, videos. I learned different strategies. I got different materials that showed me how the human brain learns. And number 2, mindset formatting and reprogramming. The reason most students are not doing well in learning is because of their belief about their own ability. For my son, he had a disempowering belief that he could not do better than any of the students in his class. He said they were too brilliant. See, there are many children who are just going to school to mark register. They have given up on themselves. They are no longer competing. To help these children, we need to reformat and reprogram their minds. Number 3 thing you need to do, effective learning strategy. This is where the real problem is. Most children are using wrong learning strategy. Do you know why most students forget so easily despite the enormous storage capacity of the brain? Because many of them are not using effective memorization techniques. Every phase of learning has its own techniques. And that is what I will show you so that you can also teach your child. And the 4th thing that I did was I taught him time management. In the world of academic success, time is the principal currency of exchange. You must be able to show your child how to handle distractions. This is what I want to teach you so that you also can teach your child. So, what's the way forward? Well, at this point, you have 2 options. The first option, I have given you the 4 things that will activate your child's brain and bring out his or her latent geniuses. You can go ahead and do your own research and figure out things by yourself and help your child. That is a choice. The second choice you have is to let me help you. To let me hold your hands and show you step-by-step guide to bringing out the latent genius in your child. I've been able to help to reverse many hopeless cases in the past. I have shared the story of my son with you. I've also been able to help many other children and family. So I am in a position to help you. If you want my help, I have put together everything you need to learn in order to be able to bring out the sleeping giant in your child. See, the 2 of you have roles to play in this matter. Your child has a role to play. You also have a role to play. That is why my Learning Mastery Bundle contains 2 materials for the parent and 2 other materials for the children, because both of you must work together in this matter. What's in the Learning Mastery Bundle? Well, total of 4 powerful materials. 1, the hidden secrets of raising a brilliant child. This book will show you the secrets a few parents know that have helped them to raise their children to be brilliant. In this book, you will discover the things we get wrong as parents that affect our children's ability to learn. 2, the Brain Booster. This book contains 20 strategies to awake the sleeping giant in a right brain child. There are some children who don't learn the way others learn, and they are not difficult to know. Check your child's note. If he likes to draw on his notes, chances are that your child is a right brain child. In the ebook, you will learn how to identify if your child is a right brain dominant learner or a left brain dominant learner. I can tell you categorically here, 90% of today's children are right brain dominant learner. I also included in the bundle 2 other materials for your child. 1. The making of a distinction student. This is perhaps the most important material for your child. This book alone has reversed many hopeless situations. It contains latest learning strategies for students. Your child will discover step-by-step guide on steps needed to be taken to become a grade A student within weeks. The mindset and the skill set of a first-class student. The second material in the bundle for your child is my video course From Zero to Hero in 1 term. If I give these 4 materials out for 30,000 naira, it's worth much more, because 30,000 naira cannot buy the joy and the pride they will bring for you when they begin to excel in their learning. But I'm not going to charge you 30,000 naira for this bundle. I want many parents to be able to afford it. I will give you the whole bundle for just 5,000 naira. 5,000 naira is not up to what they will spend to eat at an eatery. 5,000 naira to save your child from the shame of average and below average performance. However, I cannot guarantee that the bundle will remain at this price for so long. So you need to act fast. I'm sure you can't afford to miss this kind of opportunity to have 4 of my life transforming materials for just 5,000 naira. I want you to imagine the joy you will have when your child begins to do well in learning. I am sure 5,000 naira cannot buy that. Imagine the kind of future that awaits your child if you get things right now. I am sure 5,000 naira cannot buy that. Hear what this father said. He only bought 1 of our books and he wrote back to say, "Good morning, sir. How much will it cost me to have MP3 of all your books on maths and learning generally? My kids are improving significantly since they came in contact with your math stuff." Let me even encourage you more. If you place your order for this bundle within the next 24 hours, I will also give you my highly inspirational book for children, I Am Not a Dullard and No One Is, as a bonus. Note that only those who place their order for the bundle within the next 24 hours of watching this video are eligible for this bundle. Now, it's time to act. To order for the bundle, follow the instruction on the screen now, or click the button below now and place your order. I want to say a big thank you to you for taking out time to watch this video. Thank you and God bless you.